out. How are you guys doing today? Yay! Oh, good. We've got it on YouTube as well. So let me try to adjust this. This is the fun part about live is that you guys get to see everything behind the scenes. And I'm trying to work two cameras. Let's scoot these bad boys a little closer together so that way I can talk two at once without doing this. Anyways, there we go. That's not what we want. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Sanbon. Hey, Adrian, nice to see you on here. So I'll give you guys a quick minute just to hop on. And then that way, you know what I'm going to do over here on Instagram, you guys, is I'm going to make sure that we are good to go. Woo. There we go. Okay, can you guys see? How do I get the comments over here on YouTube to come back down? I am not sure. Anyways, I'm hoping that you guys can all see everything good here. I want to go over color theory today, and I'm going to try to do these lives every week so that way we can make it fun again. I swear it's going to be so much fun. You guys can ask questions, and I just want to honestly sit here with you and have fun with makeup again. I don't want any drama, no BS, no anything. I just want to get back to makeup. So that's the plan here. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll give you I don't know how to get the comments going on the, okay, there we go. I'm going to open up the chat at the end, you guys, on YouTube. So if you guys keep commenting, my team is on to answer questions for you guys. And then at the end, I'm going to do a Q&A and I'll open up the chat so we can just answer all of your questions for you guys. So really quick personal update while everyone hops on. And then we will go right into all the fun education stuff. I've got visuals for you guys. I am ready. Let's bring it on. Let's have some fun with makeup. I will do a life update in a couple weeks for you guys, and I'll let you know that I don't know if a lot of you know that I'm pregnant. So if I'm wheezing and breathing very heavy today, I'm 6 months pregnant. I'm 24 weeks this week, and I am dying. So bear with me on that, and I will have to drink some water in between because mama is hydrated. So wish me luck on this pregnancy. But I'll do a life update in the next couple weeks for you guys. So hey, Lena Boo. Hey, Aubrey Essentials. Let me pop this open really quick so I can say hi to some people. There we go. So I can say some hi to people on here. Woo, there's a lot of comments on YouTube. Hi, Linda. Hi, Zazzy Doll. She's on here too. Okay, so let's get into color theory. And then as you guys ask questions, I'll try to do my best to answer everything for you guys. This is my first live on YouTube. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous because there's literally no effing up this. So anyways, okay, color theory. Let me go over a couple things, and then we are going to go into how to apply this to makeup because it can be overwhelming. You have all of these shadows. You guys know that we launched Rebrand on Friday. And these are the big palettes. And I know everyone was like, oh, it's, you know, so much for these big palettes. You guys don't have to get all of these. We offer these as singles. We offer them in the minis where it's 4. We offer them in the 9 well. We have lots of options for you guys. So if you want to just start with a few shadows, see how you like the formula, try it out. Let me know what you think. But here is the full matrix in the neutrals. And then this is the colors. So that's what we've got going on here. So I'm going to show you how to literally take these 56 shadows and create hundreds of palettes. So that's what we're doing today. Okay. Color theory. So basically there is going to be, there's just 3 primary colors. So basically colors are divided into a color wheel. You guys have seen this if you've taken art classes, if you've taken it in primary school, you know, there's 3 primary colors. It's blue, red, and yellow. And those are the primary colors. Then from there, if you combine these two, it goes out to secondary colors. So if you mix red and yellow, you're going to get orange. And then if you mix blue and red, you're going to get purple. And that's how we build the color wheel. Going out one more row further is your tertiary colors. There we go. Tertiary colors. I'm going to put these there. I'm going to hide the chat just for a minute so you guys can see the screen really well. Okay, so tertiary colors is basically a mixture. So if I take red and orange, I'm going to get this orangey red. This is where we start really getting into the depth of tones, is those colors right there. So what does this mean for makeup? What is this? How do I apply this to makeup? Usually people say that, oh, I don't know how to pair eyeshadow colors together. So if I'm creating a look, it's like, okay, other than using browns all the time, how do I pair these colors together? Usually they'll say you want to go opposite of the color wheel. And so what you'll do with that is you'll go your complementary color. So if I want to pair a look and I'm like, oh, I love oranges. I love a warm look. I love chickadee and Morocco. I love all those really warm colors, but I don't know what to put with it. A safe bet is to go across the wheel. And so you can get into either your blues or your purples. Anything on the opposite side is usually complementary. The other option you guys have is going side by side. So if I love oranges and I always do an orange crease. You guys know I love chickadee in the crease. If I pair it up with a yellow or a red, it's going to give me a very warm look. So that can be flattering too. But what I wanted to show you guys today is that these rules don't have to apply. And that's why I created the matrix system, is to show you how you can create any color combos. So if I want to create a look with orange and green, or orange and teal, or orange and purple, or whatever, there's a way to do that by using the gradient. So gradients is from light to dark. So not only do you have different tones in the colors, your reds, your orange, your purples, you have your gradients going from light to deep. So do you see how in the eyeshadow pans, I have like, this is my, let's say the orange row. So I go from light to deep. So we have chickadee, Morocco, and then I'm having a brain fart right now, brick house. Brick house. I'm always reminded that 70s song. If you go from light to deep, you can combine any colors together by picking different rows of gradient. So if I want to, for example, let me grab my empty palette. Hi, Pravi. Hi, Stelio. Okay, so if I want to do a mini palette, so mini palettes are easy. Wham, bam, you throw them in your purse, you're out the door. This could be your go-to. You can bring it to work, do your makeup in the bathroom. I'm not judging. If you want to create a mini palette and you want it to be all colors, let's do an all color look for now. We'll say this is row 1. We'll do a foil in there. So I want to do any colors together. I don't want to be limited. I hate rules. I'm going to pick, say, this light green color right here. So this is Illuminati. So this is row 1. So we're going to slap row 1 right here. Okay, row 1. Row 2, I want to do a purple. So I'm going to do this guy right here, this kind of warm purple. So this is row 2. Do you see how it's still light? This is on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. It's like a pinkish purple. Okay, row 3 is a little bit darker. I want a coral in there. I want to mix a colorful look. So I'm going to do this one, I think is Staycation. So there's that. And then the last row, let's say we want to do maybe a dark purple or dark orange. Let's pick this guy. So we're going to pick one from each row. Woo, not that color. Let's pick the teal. Okay. This is a really colorful look. You guys are probably intimidated thinking I cannot wear that because there's so many different colors, but you can because you have different ranges of light to dark. And that's why the matrix system works, because you have your tones, but you have your lights to dark. So you can literally combine any colors at all. Just make sure you're grabbing one from each row so there's depths. It goes from light to dark, and that way you don't have to think about, do these colors go together? Did you pick a light one and a dark one? They'll probably go together. So let's swatch this. This is going to be a really colorful look, but I'm just using this as an example. Okay. And of course the gardeners want to come today and mow my lawn, so that's what you're hearing in the background. These are the 4 shadows. Let's swatch them. This is on dry skin. I should have picked up more. Let's do 2 sets of swatches. So that's 1. I'm going to use the same fingers and pick up a second patch so you guys can see the colors. And so this, even though it's really colorful, can you guys see that okay? Do you see how it works? Because we're going from light to dark. So if I were to blend these colors, it would be a colorful look, but it would work because it's not all the same depth. I hope that's making sense. Let me answer some questions really quick for you guys. Hold on. There we go. So Mad Crafter, I'm cool tone with a yellow undertone. I'm loving bold colors, but I'm not ashamed to wear them. Yes, don't be ashamed to wear color. Hi, Sonia from Colorado. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with Instagram over here. Can you guys see me okay? Hold on, I'm gonna come right back on. There we go. Okay, let's do another set so I can show you guys. Is this making sense about the color wheel? Hopefully it is. Upon blending, would they begin to look muddy? No. So the trick with blending is that you'll always pick up more color. So if I've got my crease brush and I'm going to put, let's try this. If I'm going to put Staycation right here in the crease, just like this, and I'm afraid it's going to be muddy. Let's do the other one so it matches, so I don't go on with two different eyeshadow looks. So that's Staycation. And then if I need to blend it out, in order for it not to get muddy, you're going to dry brush it. So that's, you wipe off the brush, you're going to blend out the harsh edges. Anytime it starts to get muddy, you want to pick up more color. So you're going to go back and forth between colors. So if I'm going to use like the teal color, let's take a smaller brush. Okay. Let me take the smaller brush. I'm going to go in with Time Travel. This is totally impromptu, so I hope this works for you guys. Can you guys see what I'm doing? If I'm worried about these two colors looking muddy, all I have to do is go back in with the color again. When it looks muddy, it's you've over blended it. You need to add color back on. So I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to go back in with Staycation and make sure this doesn't get muddy right here. And you see how me putting back color on, it makes it look more vibrant and it's not muddy anymore. So I don't know if that makes sense for you guys. Let's fix it on this side. Oh, good. I'm glad to see you guys are answering questions on here. Can you explain why different levels of depth makes the matrix system work? Yes. So if it's just honestly a preference with color, I know everyone thinks that, oh, you can't pair any color together, but if you're mixing light and dark, have you guys noticed when you see your favorite looks, it's never all the same level. Usually you have like a dark color along the lash line, the outer corner, or if you're doing a smoky eye, you have dark all over the lid, but it's never the same level of lightness. Like if I were to take this neutral palette and I were going to do a look with all this top row, all light colors, it's not going to work. You need depth. Depth of color, the dimension of light to dark is what makes looks work more than the colors themselves. So do you see how those two colors, if you were to look at this palette, if on the site and I were selling this, you'd be like, Marlena, you're crazy. What the heck are you doing selling this palette? And I would tell you, no, it works because this is darker than this. So even though those colors are totally polar opposite, you've got like a cool tone blue and you've got a like corally pink, it works because they're different levels of darkness. I don't know if that's making sense at all. So yeah. Oh yeah, Casey does things. It's like drawing with all saturated colors, it would be too much. Or if you had pastels, it's not enough. You need the depths. And so that's why I wanted a matrix system. It's not me just throwing shadows out there in like, oh, I love warm browns. Let's put some warm browns out there. It's like, well, let's be smart about it. I love, like you guys know, the former Cocoa Bear. It's now called Judah Bear. I went there. This is our top seller. Everyone loved this, and I was like, well, let's create a whole row around it. And that's kind of how the matrix system got started, was me taking your guys' favorites and like, okay, how can I add more of that tone that you guys like? And then I started creating rows. And then from there, it's like, well, it makes sense to have all the colors in rows. So you guys too, if you want a monochromatic look, let me show you. Like these ones are YouTube's being brutal. It kicked me off. Can you use the foiled eyeshadow as eyeliner? Yes, you can. You can totally do that. So did it stop over here? Can't watch. Did it pause? Okay, hopefully it's still going back to it. So anyways, if I want to do a monochromatic look, so monochromatic means all the same color. If I want to take all of this row, I can do that and create a look because I have all of the levels of depth. So I have these four guys right here. So this is our warm brown row. So if I were to do a look with that, I'm going to do two swatches so you guys can see the color. This is on dry skin. That's one pass. Let's do two. Same fingers. Same fingers there. We're going to do two passes because I really want you guys to see these colors. Okay. Do Do you guys see that whole row of warm browns? If you love warm browns, if you have blue eyes, warm browns look amazing on you. I would get that whole row right there and create a look, and you have a light warm brown down to a deep warm brown, everything in between. For me, that would be a great everyday palette. I would take my other fun palettes I have already sitting in my drawer. I would take these guys. This would always be my blending colors. If you have cool tone skin, you love cool tone colors, then I would get like this row here. Let me show you guys. Same thing. If I know I love cool tone browns and I need them to mix in with my other colors and such, yes, sounds like a vacuum cleaner is on. It's the lawnmower. The gardeners decided to come at this very minute for me. If I'm going to choose these colors right here, I like cool browns. Let me show you what those look like. Let me get my Huggies wipe. Okay, so I'm showing you guys, so you don't think I'm pulling some like BS magic with swatching. I took my Huggies wipe, wiping it off here. Could you continue using all of the shades from the quad, please? I'll swatch as many as I can. Okay, dry skin. Let's do cool browns. Okay, so we have beach, please. Latte as usual. I think it's chocolate wasted. Espresso yourself, dark roasted. There we go. Okay, these are your cool browns. Do you see the difference between the last ones that I swatched? If you like cool tone colors on your skin and you know that those work for you, we're going to do 2 swatches like this. Dun, dun, dun. So this is 2 passes, dry skin. I would buy these 4 colors and that's it. And any other colors I have in other palettes, I would mix these with to create a full look. So let me answer questions for a little bit and then we'll go into a little bit more color theory. So love the cool browns. What colors would you recommend for green eyes? So let's go back to the color wheel. Okay, so for those of you guys that have green eyes, usually, okay, do you see the color wheel? If you have green eyes, automatically it's kind of thinking that you could do like any of these 3. So you could do like your plum colors, you can do reds, you can do like your kind of orangey reds right there. So if I had green eyes, I would do this row right here. These are the plums. This is the row that has bitten in it. So if you love bitten, bitten looks amazing on green eyes. Let me swatch those. So let's dry these off. So going from light to deep, because you want to have good depth in your look. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 pass. But do you see how these will look great with green eyes? Let me show you. I'm going to pop on a green shadow just so you guys can see how it looks. Okay. So that's your plummy browns. Green eyes looks amazing with that row, the row that has bitten in it. Okay, so just for example, let's go back to that Illuminati as a good green color. Where did that one go? Hold on really quick. There we go. Okay, so this quad that I made earlier. So let's say you have green eyes. Let's see how a green looks with these plums to see how it pops. So that example of doing opposite works good when you're pairing colors too. So if I know that I love wearing purples, but I want to add a different color, go across the color wheel and you've got green. So Illuminati is like a kind of light goldeny green. So let me put it next to this so you guys can see. Okay. Can you guys see how that looks? How you have green paired with your plums, and that will work for green eyes too, because this green will bring out the green in your eyes, but these are opposite, so it'll make your eyes pop. So that right there is a full look for green eyes. What colors would you recommend for small eyes? So small eyes is more of a technique. If you guys have smaller eyes, you don't have a ton of lid space, totally common, a lot of people do. It's not really the colors that work, it's the lightness. So what I would do is I would choose lighter colors on the lid to make it look bigger. So light colors always make them bigger. So I would stick with, you know, this top row here, or if you had light foils, like if you want a nice shimmer on the lid right here, let me try it. Let me put Illuminati on. Or actually, let's do Illuminati just because we keep using that same color. This is a new foil. So this is pretty light. That's a light colored foil. Do you see my eye shape right now? If I want to make them look bigger, I'm going to put a light shimmer on the lid. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Does this eye look bigger than this one? Slightly, right? Because all that shimmer is attracting light. It's making things look big. Like that's why I don't wear white clothes a lot, because I don't want to look bigger. Wait, I wear black clothes because it's darker. It makes me look smaller. So if you have small eyes, stick to light colors on the lid. And then if you have the space up here, do your medium to darker colors up here, or do like a dark smoke underneath to kind of make it seem like your eyes are a little bit lower, because when you add shadow down here, it makes them bigger. Is that making sense at all? Hopefully. Did you go over colors for gray color eyes? So gray colored eyes, honestly, is a neutral. You can do any colors that you want. Personally, my favorite are the purples. I like doing purples for brown or grayish color eyes, because gray and brown are technically neutral. So you want color to make them pop. Like right now, do you see how I have all this color going on, but my eyes are popping because I have brown eyes? I need color. I need color. If I wear all browns, it still looks good, but it can tend to look like a Tootsie Roll because I got all brown going on, and I want to have color to make my eyes pop. So what was the reasoning behind changing the pan size and shape? The reasoning is because in order to get these to fit, so we have face pans that are coming out. So we'll have blushes. Actually, let me show you the illustration. Okay. So we have face pans, blushes, highlighters, pressed powders, contours, bronzers, everything that's for the face is going to be this size. And if I want everything to fit exactly the same, that's going to be the same as that. So these, it's all about configuring it to create, the next stage is the life palettes. Let me show you guys. If I were to do round pans, they wouldn't fit exactly in here. You would have some dead space. And with those square pans, you get a bit more product because you have the corners that are going to get some product too. So let me show you guys. So there's the face powders. One face pan is going to equal 4 eyeshadow pans. So then from there, you can create your life palette like this. So if I were to have one of these big guys right here, I could do 12 shadows of my favorites, and we'll have these pre-made for you guys, and it'll be for every skin color and every eye color. So I'll have like caramel skin, green eyes, fair skin, blue eyes, medium skin, brown eyes. Like I'll have combinations of pre-made life palettes for you guys that has highlighter, 2 blushes, and a bronzer or contour in there. And that'll be all in one for your skin tone, specifically for you. And then you'll have all of your shadows that will match with your eye shape. And this could be your life palette that you use every day. You can mix it with your other palettes. You can use it on its own for like a nice neutral set. So that's why I did those square pans. So yeah, the life palette is on the site, but it's not for sale yet because we still have to launch some more of these face powders. So that'll be stage 2. It should be coming in the next few months or so. But we're showing it to you so you know what's coming. So yes, will you be bringing back Homecoming and Mesmerize? Not quite yet. Mesmerize, yes. Homecoming, no. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. Is there somewhere that we can see the names and placements of the Theory palette? Yes, it should be on the site. If it's not, let me know. You guys can always email customer service. They'll have it for you guys. And then we have a product catalog too, which I'll see if you guys request that. We can try to get that to you too. But it has all the names right there for that. And then this is the color palette too. And then my goal is to add more colors. So when Makeup Geek adds colors, I just don't want to throw out pretty colors and be like, oh, that's pretty. Let's put that out there. I want to still do rows. So I know already I want to add a row in between here and have a teal row. That'd be really, really pretty. And then for the neutral palette, I know I want to have some pink browns, kind of like Wild West was, and build a whole roll on that. And I'll move these highlight colors out. We'll add another row that'll be probably right in here. It'll be like a pink brown, which will be really pretty. So yes, primary colors. Okay, so if you guys want primary colors, going back to our visual here, primary colors, think of like when you were in school and you had all of your signs in school were like red, yellow, green, blue. This is your primary colors. If you guys want bold primary colors, you can add these to any look too. If you're looking for those, that would be the power pigments, these guys right here. So let me show you those. These are our primary colors. There's some secondary colors in too. So your primary colors would be your yellow, your blue, and your red. So it would be this one, and this one. Do you see those are the primary colors? These are the power pigments, and they're the same size as the other pans, so you can literally drop those into if you want a really, really bold pigmented look. That's what I would do there. So let me swatch these for you guys. I'm going to do 2 passes because 1 pass looks like that. Let me make sure I have the right fingers. So yellow, blue, red. There we go. I'm going to do 2 passes so you guys can see the colors. Okay. So there's your primary colors. You can add these into any of the look to create a palette. So let me do some more examples of you guys of how to pair the colors together using that matrix system idea. So I'm going to take, let's do some more quads. So I'm going to take these guys out. I'll try to answer more questions too. What blush would you choose for tan skin? Tan skin, I love more like warm corally colors. I can't remember if it was Spellbound looks good. If you email my team, they can look up the specific names, but I love on tan skin some nice, rich, warm, kind of corally pink colors. Those are really, really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna drop these guys back in. And the cool thing with the matrix system too is, I need to find, hold on, let me grab one more from over here. You don't have to worry about where you're organizing your shadows. I'm gonna pull up my second palette because one dropped down there and I'm too lazy to get it. Okay, so let's do some more color combos. Okay, so I want to create colors and neutrals, okay? Any colors go together at this point. We're going to pick from rows 1 through 4, light to deep, okay? We're just gonna have fun. Tell me what colors you guys want to see. Let me know if you're like, oh, I love purples and oranges, or I love browns and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my skin. Okay, quad number 1. Let me grab an empty quad. Here we go. Okay. Quad number 1. If I want to do an all matte look, and I'm just going to grab one from each row. Okay, so we'll grab a cool brown up here. We'll grab Beach Please. Okay, drop that in. That's row 1. Row 2, I love, I don't know. I love the yellow browns over here. I think this is Tiki Hut. Yep, Tiki Hut, okay. I want to add some color, so I'm going to go to the color palette. I have rows 1 and 2. I need one from row 3. Let's do this. Well, we already did coral. Let's do green. We're going to see how this looks. I'm going to do green. That's row 3. Row 4, let's do another green on the bottom. Let's do this guy. Actually, no, let's do fun. Let's do teal. Okay. There's our look. It looks colorful. It looks crazy. I've got 2 neutrals. I've got 2 colors in here, but this may seem intimidating, but let's see how they swatch and see if it works. I've got from light all the way up to deep. There's the colors right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 pass. I'm wiping off my hands dry. Let's do one more. I love colors so much, you guys. You have no idea. I could do this all day. It's just playing with colors. Okay. Do you see, look, this kind of gives me like a swampy kind of tropical vibe right here because I've got a cool brown. I've got a warm yellowy brown. I've got a green. I've got a teal. That would actually work because I would put this on the outer corner, this all up in the crease, this above the crease, and a transition shade up under the brow. That would be a cool look together. Do you see how it works? And normally, if you're going by traditional color theory, like, oh, that's a lot of tones. I've got warms, I've got cools, I've got colors, but it can work because it goes from light to dark. Let's do another one. Gonna have to wear this combo when my palettes arrive. Yes. On the site, you guys, there's 22 palettes going on right now. The 4-well palettes are $14.99, and that is, we made sure that everything is reusable because we don't want waste. Eventually, we'll move every single thing to cardboard. We didn't right now because we have these already, and I didn't want to toss the inventory we have. When we run out of this, we're actually going to move to, like the 9-wells will be, this is not decorated. It will be decorated. We'll move to cardboard 10-well palette like that with notches that you can pull out. So that's next stage 2. As soon as we are done with these guys, it'll be really cool, decorated, nice, pretty packaging. We'll do the 10 palettes right here, and everything is meant to be reused. So don't toss it, save it. We want to be kind to the earth. Okay, Let's do another color combination. Okay, so let's do a couple neutrals. Let's do the warm browns because everyone loves warm browns. I'm gonna start up top with creme brulee. That's row 1. Let's do this kind of mauve-y colors right here. Let's do number 2 for this guy. So that's Blushing Beauty. Okay, I want a shimmer in this look. So I'm gonna drop over here and I'm gonna grab one of these shimmers. I'm gonna grab, let's do Legend over here. Any foil color, doesn't matter. Okay, now I can either do a row 3 or a row 4. I want this to have a nice deep dark color in there, so I'm gonna do row 4. Let's do a dark purple because purples and mauves go really good together. Okay. So I have row 1 and 2, 3 kind of is a foil, row 4. As long as I have some depth of shades, of gradients from light to dark, it works. Let's swatch this guy so you guys can see. How many palettes in total? There's 22 on the site right now. There's more coming. By the summertime, we'll have, I think, over 40 palettes for you guys to choose from. So these are the colors. So this is Creme Brulee, hold on. Blushing Beauty, Flamethrower, and Eternally Grateful. That's those guys right here. Okay, let's swatch them, see how it works. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a second pass. Same thing. I don't need another foil because that sucker is, whew, it is pigmented. Okay. Do you see those colors together? That's gorgeous. Is this making sense for you guys, the matrix system and the color theory behind it, how you can combine any colors, just pick one from each row? Hopefully that makes sense. I wish I'd explained it more in my announcement video, but it was just for time's sake, it was hard to do. So yeah, so it's more than you guys just putting single palettes, pans out there. Because I know everyone was like, this isn't innovative. We've had single palettes. I know, Makeup Geeks had single pans since 2011, 2012. That part's not innovative. What to me is more innovative is having it laid out and structured in a way where you don't have to think about how to do your own palettes. Like if I were to have these 2 palettes, I literally every day, I could just grab one of each row and create my own palettes. Okay. Let's do a couple 9 wells so I can show you how to do 9 wells. And then one other thing I wanted to point it out for skin tones. If you have deep skin and row 1 is a little bit too light for you, I would do looks based off of rows 2 through 4. If you have super fair skin and you don't like dark colors, like it looks very harsh on you, say you have very fair skin, light hair, blonde, blue eyes, and you tend to go for these dark colors, it can come across very stark. I would do the top 3 rows. So fair skin, rows 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3, that's your complete look. Add in a foil. Deep skin, if these are too ashy for you and they're too light, go rows 2 through 4, add in a foil. That's how you would create your quads. Okay, now what do you do if you want to create a 9 well? So this is a 9 well that we have on the site right now. This is called Shades of Fantasy, I believe. Yes, Shades of Fantasy. This one's $32. I'm going to swatch this for you guys just so you see the idea behind that. Do you see how many colors are in here? We have green, purple, blue, warm brown, cool. We have a lot of colors going in here, but this works because I chose in here going from light, medium to deep. So it does work. Let me show you guys. I'm going to swatch some of them. See if my arm's holding up. Okay, so this is So Pale, Illuminati, Creme Brulee. Let's do 3 at a time. You guys have more questions. Let me try to answer them. I'm going to do 2 swatches. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my hands. Do green, Cheetah Bear, Mystical. Whoa! That one's my favorite right here, Mystical. Just like that. I love, that's a new foil. It's really pretty. Wipe off, and then the last 3 is Medieval, Wine and Dine, and then the last one is Give Me the Dirt. Okay, let me show you guys how I'm going to re-swatch the last 2 so you get 2 coats, just so you guys can see that I'm doing 2 coat swatches. Okay, so that's Shades of Fantasy palette. There's a lot of colors going on in here, but it works because we have enough depths of light to deep. So if we ordered both mega palettes, do we have all of the current eyeshadows? You have all of them except for 4. The only 4 we couldn't fit in the matrix system were these guys. I have Peach Smoothie, Flamethrower. Is this one in there? Grandstand, and then this guy, Mystical. So those are the only 4 that's not in the matrix system. If you order the matrix system and those 4 extra 4, you'd have every shadow that we currently sell right now. We're adding a bunch of foils. So by the rest of this year, we'll have a full 28 palette that'll have all foils, and those will go from light to deep too. So the foils you see are going to, let me tell you guys what the next stage is. These guys, we're adding a row of pastels. So you'll have pastel shadows coming out soon. These foils are going to drop into here, and then we're going to add a bunch more foils in here. So we'll have 3 palettes coming soon. Will be colorful, neutral, mattes, and then 1 full one of foils. And then we'll start adding different formulas like the duochromes. Yes, the duochromes are coming back, you guys. I get asked that every time I post on social media. People are like, got their pitchforks out. Where's the duochromes? I'm like, I promise they're coming back. Just give me a little bit of time. I promise. I wanted to get the mattes first because those are most important. Okay, let me ask some questions or answer questions. See, Jennifer is like, will you be doing duochromes? Yes, we will. Just give me a little bit of time. I promise they'll be coming out. And don't forget the power pigments. Oh yeah, those too. You have the power pigments, which are sold separately too, because not everyone wants super bright colors. The colors we have in here are still very pigmented. You guys can see, very pigmented. These are like next level pigmented. This is like straight up pigment in there. So that's why they're in a different category, because these are technically pigments, not pressed shadows. And these are shadows. So if you want to drop some of those bad boys in, you can too. Let's do a 9-well palette so I show you how it works with this. And then I will tell you what the tutorial is for next week, because every week I'm going to do a different technique. Today was just about color theory. Where is my 9-well palette? Hold on. There it is. No? Yes. Okay. 9-well palette. How do you build 9 or 10 color palette? Because you know how when you buy palettes at the store, they always have like around 12 colors or so, and you're like, how do I create my own that I'll use every day? You're going to take 2 of each category. So if I have 9 colors in a palette, I generally like to have 2 to 3 foils. So let's pick 3 foils. So let's do medieval, because that's a pretty teal color. Let's do in the spotlight, which is a peach. And let's do a neutral. Let's do legend. Okay, so I'm going to drop my foils in. So I've got 3 foils. So I have 6 pans left. So we're going to put these, because I'm OCD, I'm going to put them all in a row. We'll put them in the center. Okay, I got my foils. I need 3 here. I need 3 here. Okay, let's do row 1. So I personally like warm browns. So actually, let's do a highlight color. Let's do banana split. Banana split is a new shadow for us. This is a brow bone color from medium to caramel. I think deep would probably do better with like creme brulee would be good, but medium skin usually doesn't have a highlight color because they're always like stark white. Like look at this one. This is great for fair skin, but medium skin, it can look ashy. So I created banana split to have kind of a warm, pale yellow color. I don't know if you guys can see that because it's kind of close to my skin, but that is a really pretty color. So we're gonna drop banana split in here. So I want 1 of the row 1, and I want 1 of row 4. I like warm browns, so I'm going to pick this guy. This is row 4. Warm brown is chocolate wasted. We're going to drop that at the very end, right there. Okay, so I've got my row 1, my row 4. Now the other 4 shadows, I would do rows 2 and 3. So let's do a neutral. Rows 2. I'm going to do this guy. This is Honey Badger. This is a warm brown. We're going to drop this right here. The other favorite colors that I personally love are corals. So I'm going to do another row 2, which that coral color right here is going to be Peach for the Stars. So there's that. So I have 2 row 2s, and I need a couple row 3s. So let's do color. Let's do maybe this kind of teal. This is Seize the Day. Seize the Day is a nice kind of rich teal. We're going to drop that right there. And then I can do another row 3, or I can even hop over here and do a power pigment. I can do like a fun pop of color. So I'm going to grab this guy right here, which is Tenacious. So let me show you guys that. That's a cool palette. Is it making sense with the 9 wells? Basically with a 9 well, I would pick 2 or 3 foils. I would keep the others matte so you have a good balance of shimmers and mattes. I would do 1 row 1 row 4, so you have a light and a deep, a highlight color and a dark color, and then all of the rest in between can just be in mixtures of rows 2 and 3. So that's a really palette. Let me swatch it for you guys. Yay! Nisei, Marie, if you purchase both makeup palettes, they contain all the current shades available except for 4: Peach Smoothie, Mystical. I'm sorry. Yes, Mystical, Grandstand, and Flamethrower. Those are the only ones. Yes, you guys, this will be in Target, not the full matrix system. I'll show you what's going to be in Target. Give me 1 minute. Let me swatch these guys for you. So Target reset happens in the next couple weeks. So they have once a year where they have a big reset. So when you guys go to Target starting in February, you're going to see all a new Makeup Geek packaging. So our packaging before was pretty simple, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have the new packaging. So the whole section of Makeup Geek at Target is gonna have the new kind of plummy color packaging. So it'll look like this. We'll still have our brow stuff there. We'll have our lashes, and then we'll have 6 mini palettes there. And let me show you those in a second. Let me swatch these. Back to swatching. Okay, so there's the next 4. I'm running out of arm space here. I don't have enough space, you guys. I'm wiping off my fingers with a dry towel. Let's swatch these 2 one more time because I really want you to see that color. Sorry, I got to drop this brown over here because I don't have enough arm space. Okay, that palette we just created, that's what it looks like. And it works. What's going on up here? I think I mixed swatches. But you guys get the idea. So hopefully that explains how to use the matrix system. Okay, the quads that are coming, I don't have all of them right now. To Target, we're having monochromatic quads that are going to be launched there. There's 6 of them. And there's a purple, a coral, a pink, a brown, a green. What's the other one? Shoot, I'm having a brain fart moment. Welcome to pregnancy life. But there's 6 monochromatic quads. These will be the same price at Target. They're $14.99. So this one is I'm Peachless. That will be at Target. I don't have all of them. I have 3 of them right here. This will be Orange Crush. That'll be at Target. The pink one here is Tickled Pink. And then there's 3 more. So there'll be 6 of them. And these are magnetic also. So when you buy them from Target, you can pull out the pans and you have, 4 singles per palette. So $14.99 for a reusable palette. This will also hold the blush pans. When we start selling the blushes, the contours, the bronzers, and these pans, it's interchangeable. You could drop that in too. So if you need to pack in your travel kit a blush to go, take the pan, drop it in here, throw it in your purse, or drop 4 shadows in. You can have that to reuse. So everything's meant to be reusable. On the site, on the Makeup Geek site right now, we have several quads. This is the one I'm going to use for next week's tutorial. This is Provocative. This is $14.99 too. Has 2 power pigments, Smoke Signal, and is it Starry Eyed? Yes, Starry Eyed. So that's Provocative. I'm going to show you how to do a look with this. I'm going to show you how to wear red shadow. Don't tell me you can't wear red shadow. You can. I'm going to show you how to make it wearable. So I have that one. There's Seductive, is really pretty. That's another quad that's on the site. And do you see how the color theory is working in here? How I have the purples, and then across the way is orange. So I did complementary colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. So I've got that, and it ranges from light up to medium to deep. So that's how these quads were created. They were created, you guys. They were created from the matrix system. This is haunting. Oh my gosh. Yes, you guys can watch this again. I'm hoping YouTube lets me just post this and save the live. That's the plan. This is Enchanted Quad. Light, second light, medium, deep, purples and oranges across the color wheel. Everything's already there. So there's a ton of pre-made palettes for you guys. If you want to just try one, you don't want to do a big investment, you just want to see what the formula is like, see the quality, You have pre-made ones that all have colors for you guys. So yes. Who has ice cream? Someone has ice cream. I am down for ice cream. I'm pregnant. Ice cream and pickles anytime. I'm down. Let's go. So anyways, you guys, I hope that this is helpful for all of you all. Next week, I'm going to do a tutorial, and they're going to be educational tutorials. So the plan is every Thursday, same time, 11 a.m. I'm going to be joining you live. You guys can ask me questions. We're going to do a different color story and a different technique. So this is the look for next week. Excuse my really crappy printout. I have to do everything with old school visuals because I can't add text right now because this is live. So I printed it out like old school. So next week's look is called the Blowout. I am going to take this quad, this is the Provocative Mini Palette, and I'm going to show you how to do the blowout technique, which is literally taking one bright pigmented shade, blowing it out. It's like a smoky eye, but it's literally using a dry brush blending. So we're going to talk about how to do a blowout technique. We're going to talk about how to blend using the dry brush method. And then I'm going to show you in that same tutorial how to do a red eyeshadow look. So this is the look for next week. So if you want to try that out, join me next Thursday at 11 a.m. And every week we're going to do a different style. I'm going to do a different skill level. This one is beginner skill level. The week after that is more intermediate to advanced. So I'm going to mix up the levels. I'm going to do a different color story, and we're going to do a different technique. So you guys learn something new every single week, and you have a new look that you can try that makes you step out of your comfort zone. So I'm very excited about that. So it'll be 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Who keeps calling me over here? Gosh, don't they know I'm doing videos right now? Keep calling and messing up my life. Anyways, brushes. Yes, brushes will be coming to Makeup Geek later this year. That's our plan for holiday, is to have some really cool brushes. They're super soft. They're really good quality. I'm really excited about those. So that's coming too. Europe, we do ship to Europe. We are working on getting back a UK distributor, so stay tuned for that. But right now we're shipping everywhere. Having a boy, I will do a gender announcement. I'm thinking in the next few weeks because I do know what we're having. And just to have fun with you guys, because you've been part of this ride with me, me and my husband are going to do a live gender reveal. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when. I've got to see when he's available to be on with me. So we'll do that because I want you guys to be part of that. I'm really excited. This is a miracle birth for me, actually. Yes, tutorials for 40 plus. I am going to have some tutorials coming up. Hopefully my mom will let me make her be a model. So yes. Anyways, you guys, I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments here. Keep commenting. I'll try to go through tonight and answer some questions. If you have any questions at all about color theory, about how to use that, basically, there are no rules. I know there's color theory rules saying that you have to go opposite the color wheel or you have to go next to each other. Yes, that does work. However, using the matrix system by just picking different gradients of light to dark, you can mix any colors together as long as you have the different depths. That's what I was trying to say. So anyways, yay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for your support. I hope this is helpful. Give me feedback on any product and I will do the best that I can to just make everything as best as possible for you guys. So bye, you guys.